What's up everybody? John here. Welcome back to my channel, Iron Logan. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be covering the only statue I have in my collection so far, the Aquaman, premium format statue by Sideshow. You know, I never thought I'd get into statues, but when I saw this piece, I knew I just had to have it. I love the portrayal of Aquaman by Jason Momoa, and I love the adventure and fun of the film. It just resonates with me. So with that, when I eventually saw this guy, I knew I wanted to have him in the collection to represent that. Luckily for me, as I found out about this piece a little bit after it had been out for a while already, I did get a great deal, which made it easier to pull the trigger. Only downside of that is I didn't get the version with him holding Ocean Master's helmet, but I'm still okay with it. I'm very happy and glad to have it in the collection. So, today, I'm going to be covering all the details as best I can, and then I'll finish with a small showcase on the turntable to show him off before putting him back on the shelf. As always, if you like the same type of thing, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I launch new content, and stick around, and let's get on with the show. Okay, let's take a look at the base. Right off the bat, you can see Aquaman's symbol right in the middle there. That looks great. Branching off either side of that, you have the octopus tentacles. This reminds me of the scene right before he levels up and obtains King Atlantis' trident and suit. I really like how they have the tentacles wrapping around the base because, well, to be honest, I think they just look awesome. Also, if you can notice here, there are lots of cracks throughout the base, giving it a very broken down and aged look. Combine that with the dark, murky colour scheme of everything, and I think it adds a nice contrast to the bright colours of Aquaman himself. I'm not sure if it's showing through on camera as well, but taking a closer look, especially in person, you can see the green and blue tinges together all throughout the whole base, which again adds to that old degrading deep underwater style look they've gone for here. Some other nice details and additions are also the coral, the barnacles and seashells spread across and all over the base, finishing up with two attachable pieces of seaweed, both held in by very strong magnets. A word to the warning though, they are very fragile, as I actually broke one in half dusting it before this video. Luckily, I was able to glue it back together, but yeah, not ideal at all. Finishing up, you can see the steps built in here for him to stand on. They look great, and all in all, I think it's a great design to have him standing on for his iconic pose, as it makes him stand out, which I think is the way it should be. So, that's the base. Let's move on to the accessories. Something trident. And that's my review. Actually, no, I just love that line. As you can see, it comes in two pieces. We have some Atlantean text at the top of the bottom piece, and then the detailed lines all the way down to the tip, which looks great. The whole trident actually has a nice weathered look to it. I really like it. Taking a look at the top half, from the top you can see great detail from the silver tips that blend into the gold. Again, more lines of detail all over, and more Atlantean text, which really looks cool. As we come down to the connecting point, where you join it together, you do have to line up the pattern here to get it to connect properly. As you can see, I do have to wiggle it around a little bit, but when you do, it connects very well. A very cool addition and super light, which doesn't make it an issue connecting it to Aquaman. That's pretty much it for this piece. Now, let's take a look at the head sculpt. Taking a look at the head sculpt, I love the flowing hair, and I think the design is great. However, the paint apps, whilst looking good, are not accurate. As in the film, his hair does have blonde tips, which is missing here. The pose though, gives the illusion of him being underwater, which is how I do want my Aquaman. I mean, how many other characters are suited to an underwater environment? So I'm glad Sideshow made that choice. The tattoo artwork around the neck looks great, as well as the beard, that has good texture, and the eyes are a nice yellow, and the scar through his left eyebrow matches Jason Momoa's. At the bottom here, you have the magnet, which is really strong and connects to the body perfectly. Overall, I think he looks badass, and I feel they've captured his likeness very well, and I'm very happy with this piece. He just looks awesome. Now, let's put him down. Let me grab the Forearm Gauntlet here, 2 seconds, let me just grab it. This one here is the left forearm. I do love the design and detail here. The green is so vibrant and goes perfectly with the gold armor, as you'll see in a minute. You can see the detail on the gloves. I think it's perfect. They are some of the coolest gloves I've ever seen and just look amazing. As I turn it around, you'll see the gold and copper tones all throughout the paintwork of the gloves, especially in the palm. It truly gives that look when the blue light hits it, that you get that reflective look that it's underwater. We have the connector to the body again with magnets, no issues there. All in all, it looks epic and very well done. Very happy. Let's take a quick closer look at the head on the body before moving forward, because I have to say, for a statue, I really like this head sculpt. I've been looking at a lot more statues recently, and I found that they tend to not be able to match the type of detail and accurate look that a 1/6 scale figure can, in my opinion. But for me, I feel like this one does. I'm not sure if it's just because I love the character in the movie so much that it's skewing my opinion, but either way, I don't care. I couldn't be happier with this piece. He's a jewel and standout in my collection. Now, what we're going to do is take a look at the rest of the body before moving on to the showcase on the turntable. Okay, taking a look at the lower half of the body, it's a mixed media piece with the trousers being a fabric material and the boots being sculpted. Together, it's a great mix. The detail of the boots match the gauntlets and have a fin-like appearance. The colours and pattern on the trousers have a dynamic look, which I don't think they could have achieved with sculpting. The belt and side pieces, they are both sculpted and blend the top and bottom together perfectly. The stance looks great, he pegs in well, so you can have full confidence he's not going to fall over easily. Now, looking at the torso, I feel this is where they really nailed the look. The sculpt is next level and it captures the physique and proportions really well. Better than most other versions I've seen so far in my opinion. The colours are amazing. The gold and the green together just pop, and if you look closely you can also see the colour orange mixed all through the torso, adding that extra element when the light hits it and gives it a nice shine and almost glowing look. It really is a well-crafted statue. Now, let's take a look at the back. Lastly, moving on to the back, which most people don't normally get to see if you have it displayed in a cabinet or up against a wall. Again, great details all over, and actually, I really quite like it from this angle too. Makes me rethink I may need to display it somewhere where you can view it from all angles. Anyway, this concludes my review of Aquaman Premium Format Statue by Sideshow. Next is a short showcase of him on the turntable, which I think looks awesome. If you're still here, thank you for sticking around. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. As always, live life, have fun, and keep posing. I'm out.